show us 2 great gadgets that could save our lives or the lives of others on the road right after this. So today we're talking about investigation, and we've been investigating the dangers of driving while drowsy. Dr. Ian's with us. He stayed awake for over 30 hours and then took a driving test and discovered that you were basically sleeping 18 times. All over the road, driving too fast in some cases. This is very serious. And so our best advice, plan ahead if you know you're going to be up for an extended period of time. Don't plan to drive home or stay over. And if you find yourself in the car feeling drowsy, don't put yourself and other people at risk. Get off the road and sleep it off.
In a well-lit area.
Well-lit area.
My mother always says that.
Stay safe. And your mama's right.
Yes.
So now we're going to talk about 2 devices that could save a lot of lives. Where do you want to start?
Well, let's start with this whole idea of distracted driving, okay? You know, there's so many people who are texting and answering phones, and even with Bluetooth, by the way. I mean, even though it's hands-free.
You feel that it's hands-free, you're still involved in that conversation. You're not paying attention to driving.
You better believe it. And what I love about this, and this is when science and technology are really catching up. So Ford has this technology called MyKey technology from Ford. And what it does is you can set so many controls in the car, and this is particularly good for teens, by the way. You're able to control phone calls. You can set it so that no phone calls can come in for distraction.
Fantastic.
You can cut off text messaging, so it's completely cut off. You can control...
No, that is great for young drivers. And you know, I have to say, Ford is a company I so admire, you know. They're really at the cutting edge of technology. They make green cars, they make smart cars, and they make them at a fair price.
Absolutely.
I think it's a great
And they're
company.
American. You gotta love that, right? You gotta love that.
That's right.
The other thing is that, you know, the speed, you can control your speed on this. So you can say that we don't want this car to go beyond 60 miles per hour. And then you can set reminders when someone gets close to it to say, hey, you're getting close. How awesome is that?
It's amazing.
And the beauty is that you can do it with all their cars. They're going to do upgrades and, you know, so hopefully everyone will do that. Right?
And congratulations to Ford on that. Now, of course, drunk driving is still a huge, huge problem in this country, causing not only multiple deaths, but in some ways, you know, the ripples of that go on for generations. You know, the family never recovers from something like that.
And innocent people, too. It's just not the driver who's drunk. It's the innocent victims, per se. Now, listen, I want to be very clear. We are not advising people get this to beat the test.
Of course.
This is not a beat the test situation. But this is something where if you're uncertain of where you are, what's happening, this can really help. So this little device here, this BACtrack device, you push the button like that. It shows blue. You blow into it. And then you set it, and then you let it go. And then it reads your blood alcohol or your BAC. It reads your level. And the question is, have I been drinking?
I mean, think about how many times you go out to dinner, or you go to a party, you have 1 glass of wine or 2, and you're wondering, am I safe to drive? I think that is brilliant. Again, it's not about beating the system. It's about being a conscientious driver.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
And this has been a great segment for me because I've taught myself, even though I knew it, I taught myself that, listen, you know, it takes 1 slip up.
Stop playing around.
And stop playing around and do what you have to do, so.
Fascinating. Really fascinating. Thank you so much, Dr. Ian.